All right, round four of beer league. This time we're at Homestead. Good choice, Geo. Well, kind of. I mean, it's got some follow the leader characteristics, so that's gonna suck. But all around, it's a good track. It's technical enough that I think passing is gonna be totally possible. So should be a fun race. As we go through this, I'll call out gears that was requested. Um, Turn one here is flat. This is super duper easy because if you can't go flat, then you are pussy. This line right here is like the if you have not started braking at this point, well, you're fucked. So you should brake before this, and you should angle towards that little curb right there. Gosh, such a good sounding car. I wish it drove as good as it sounded. I wish I had as much horsepower as much as it sounded. That would be good. Um, so, yeah, like I said, you're going to angle right for this curb. And as the curb begins, we're going to hit this one on the inside because it's a corner. And yeah, so it's like I don't want to say a 45, maybe like a 65-degree corner. So we want to kind of smash this corner, be real aggressive on the inside. There's not a lot of room on the outside, but you can also carry a decent amount of speed. The grass here, luckily, is really grippy, so you don't have to worry about that. If you go off a little bit like that, woo! It's not a huge deal. But at the same time, this is like kind of in between on incidents. There's going to be a decent amount, but this is also me exploring some of it too. So, yeah, it kind of is what it is. So you do want to be a little bit careful on a lot of these exits, like I said, for off tracks. And as soon as you straighten out this car, straighten it out, and you're literally going to like, I don't know, take a quarter of a second and then slam on the brakes. Staying out as wide as we can. Again, this is a really, really long corner, so we want to try to late apex it as much as we can, especially because we got a right-hander coming up. So late apex as much as we can. There's a lot of grip on this track. It's really, really surprising how much grip this is. This good old South Florida asphalt. You know, they know how to make a good grippy surface. So from there, this is a cambered corner, so you're going to carry a lot more speed than you think you can through it, which is great. Smash that curb. And then this is flat. This is a nice little infield area. There's going to be a 3-2-1 marker. We're back in America, so this is feet. And we're going to brake at like 233, 2 1/3. And this is a 90-degree corner. But we want to carry a lot of speed out of it because the next corner is flat. So we're here. And by the way, okay, so let me back this up. Actually, let me back this up a lot. All of these lower speed corners, like this one right here, second gear. We're still in second gear. This is second gear. Zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Third, fourth. And we're going to go back to second here. As we do it, we want to stay, obviously, as far left as we can. We know that. There's not a lot of runoff. This curb is good, though. I could have been a little bit more aggressive there. This is all flat, though. So we're third, fourth. Sounds so good. I love this car. At least the engine note. And this sharp hairpin, again, second gear, right? So here's a tricky part. First of all, everyone that talks shit about iRacing and their graphics, look at these beautiful, beautiful trees out here. These little palm trees. I love them. They're fantastic. I couldn't find a brake marker that wasn't related to marks on the ground. So I don't know if we're running the same settings where you can see it, but this little squiggly do right here was my brake marker. I could not find anything else. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. If I find something else at the end, I'll let you know. At the end of the squiggly do is my brake spot. And I slam on the brakes, down to third, down to second. And we really, really, really want to stay out wide even after the curb ends because this corner is A, super duper sharp. It's really sharp. But B, it's like this is so easy to carry off into an off track and you don't lose any time. So like in your mind, you're like, whoa, it's no slower and I'm gaining speed. I want to do it all the time. Then you look and you're like, ah, shit, I'm Corey. I'm getting TQ'd. And you're like, oh, that's not good. And then you come over here and this is an off track too. Ah, good old iRacing. I love it. So anyways, yeah, you want to zoom. We're going to the moon. Go fast. And then look at all these palm trees. Hold on, we got to get rid of this. Did you know palm trees are not actually trees? They're grasses? Yeah. So as we come out here, there's all these little markers on the right-hand side on the wall. If you're really smart, you can count them. I didn't do that. I just got to like these marks right here on the ground. You can kind of see them. And that's roughly your turn-in point. What happens is you want to turn in and then lift off the gas. And as you do that, you just kind of roll through this corner. You can use all of this curb right here, but as soon as you get on this grass, it's an off track. So a lot of space here. Don't be shy about like smashing this curb. This is one of these super lame iRacing. Oh wow, this is okay, and then you like carry your weight this way, and it's an off track because this I hate it. We get our car straight about 3/4 the way from here to there, maybe a little bit less, like 2/3. We're heavy on the brakes because this is another complex corner where we want to stay pretty far left to the point. Like here, it looks like I'm trying to go into pits, right? But we want to set this corner up. Same thing, complex corner. And why is this one so important? You see these giant ass fucking things? They will end your day. They will wreck your car. And you're like, oh, but there's no damage in Beer League. Wrong. There is damage in Beer League. Just repairs. So you're going to crash. So stay as far right as you can here. I don't care if you get off track. Just don't hit these things. And if you're really mean, what you want to do is when you're coming in behind someone and you're right here, you give them a little bump. So then they're off track, or not off track, but like off pace. And then when they turn in, they hit these things. So that's like pro strats right there. And from here, you don't want to carry too much speed because that bump right there makes you lose grip a lot. You can kind of see it. Like right here is where I took some. That takes you straight into the wall. So try to really overdo what you would assume keeps you safe from the wall, because that bottoming out, as we talked about Zolder, like when you bottom out, this car loses all grip. And then we're fast. So I didn't talk about gears here. Obviously this is hitting third, then hitting fourth, and since we're just turning in, this is still fourth gear. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop to third gear in this corner. We're going to take this corner in third gear. We're going to drop to second gear anywhere in this area. It doesn't matter where. I like doing it here. If you like doing it there, good for you. And that torque, because this car has 0 horsepower, will help you power through here. I'm running 46 brake bias, which is the lowest that you can run. It's completely fine for like essentially everyone with the exception of this corner and kind of the next one. These two corners are where you can feel the rear end start getting light, and it'll do little like marks there, and you can feel it hopping essentially, and that's where it will get you in trouble. So if you notice that, go ahead and move it forward. Like 47, 48 is probably where you guys should be running. And a lot of it is not necessarily when it's your best corner, but think about it when it's your worst. When someone panic brakes in front of you or brakes earlier than you expect and you have to panic brake, that's where this corner and the next corner will catch you out. And maybe you should be running a little bit more towards the front so that you don't lock up the rears in the spin. So I'd suggest like 48 for the group. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing. I definitely think it's totally acceptable. So next lap, I really did the same thing. I was trying to set a good lap, but it wasn't good. So I decided to show you what happens. And I didn't even do a good one. I should have done a better one than this. When you hit this thing right here, it like stops your car. It's like hitting a wall. It's not a curb that just lifts you off. It does sometimes, but if you hit your oil pan on it like this right here, click, and you go over that, it just kills any momentum that you have. Like, we can go right here. Here, let's back this up. And we can look at our mile an hour graph right here. So 63, 62, 61. I'm on the gas, 62, I'm still on the gas. And then like immediately you lose X amount of speed. So that means you're just going to get totally blasted in the rear end. And obviously you lose speed, blah, 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 you spin out, whatever. Yeah, so definitely remember at this track, this is penetrance. And this is death. Laps on Garage 61, as you guys know. I think so. Yeah, this was a clean lap. Okay. You can see how many not clean laps I got. Damn, off tracks. Yeah, it was I don't know. I think it would be a fun track. It's a fun car drive, fun track. No horsepower, though, so that makes it a little bit lame. Just really be careful of not just this. Oh, God. But this right here. And let's see if I can find one. I bet I can. Yeah, okay, look at that. Look how good I am. So, if you look right here, it looks like we're going to take that easy, bottom out, it straightens out the car, and you smack that wall. So try to take it a little bit slower. Get a really good run on the inside here so you carry speed. And I don't think it will be bad. It's going to be a fun race. So, hope to see you guys Wednesday. Hope to be there. And, yeah, Coach goes later.